Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And all this was happening, the message came to us so that we can live a good life. We can live a good life means the best moment in our life and how we meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says that one of the good ends of a Muslim is man qutila musliman shahadatan wa ta'una shahadatul batni wal gharq. That if somebody dies in an accident, in a drowning, in fire, this is one of the good ends. Which means this person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will save him from the punishment of the grave and the punishment of the hellfire. But still one has to live in Islam, still one has to live by the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadu Rasulullah. But one of the Sahaba who came, because, we want to live the good end, and they asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because there's some situation will come in our life, there could be conflict, there will be fighting, there will be issues, and they said, Oh Rasulullah, جاء رسول إلى رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم say أرأيت إذا جاء رجل يريد أخذ مالي فلا تؤذيه. And Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم says, what if a man comes to me because I'm a Muslim, I want to live the way of Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم, that I don't want to harm or hurt anybody. That this is very also important. That one of the great scholars says, Sufyan Thawri, that he says, I rather have 100 sins against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than having one sin against a human being. So this is how very important it is. Because Allah is so generous. Allah can forgive me and He is merciful. He is Rahman. But human beings, when they're in trouble, they might not forgive you. Because in the day of judgment, everybody is going to be on the scale. If somebody has some pressure of their deeds, that they lack in something and they know that you have done something with them, they will take that. They will never forgive you. Then the Sahaba ask these, they say, what if somebody trying to take my wealth and he wants to rob me? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then do not accept that. Don't let that happen. You will fight. وَأَرَأَيْتَ إِذَا قَتَلِنِي, what if he kills me? That, he took my wealth and he killed me. If he fights with him, he say, قَاتِلُوا, fight with him. أَرَأَيْتَ إِنْ قَتَلَنِي, what if he kills me? فَأَنْتَ شَهِيد. Then you are merciful. Then you are shaheed. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to forgive your sins, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be pleased with you. And then this man who was fighting with you, he is the one who is going to be in trouble. Because this is how sensitive the Sahaba were. Because every moment they want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They want to make sure that their end is very important. Because they know that they want to meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while He is pleased with. And another hadith, Allah Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man ahabba liqa Allah, ahabba liqa." This is something we have to initiate in our heart. Whoever likes or loves to meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will love to meet with him. Then whoever hates to meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will hate his meeting. Which means we have to have a homesick to meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That we will dream and think of it, that one day we will live in the Jannah, we'll meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we'll see Him face to face and have a conversation and communication with Him. Allah Jalla Jalala. قال الله تعالى في القرآن: أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيد العالمين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, to summarize our khutbah and to add some very important moment in our life before we meet with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reason we have to fix and adjust our end is because that the journey we are on, that we are in this life, and this is the most important time in our life. because this is going to determine what we're going to meet in the day of judgment. And in the day of judgment, it's very important when we are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's when the judgment is taking place. That's when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to question the people. But the very serious side is after the people cross the breach of the hellfire. See, what's going to happen there is very, I would say dangerous. Because the question is taking place. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the angel, take all these people, let them cross the breach of the hellfire. And we know most of the people, especially the non-Muslims, they might not be able to make it. And they will fall in the hellfire and they will stay there forever. But now after crossing the breach, before the people go to the paradise, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to put the scale there. And that's the scale which is going to determine. And most of these people who cross the breach are the Muslims. And then when the people are put at the scale, some people's scale will go down according to what they have done. Because of their good deeds, because of the worshipping of God, of cooperating with all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's religion, what He commanded. So some people, the scale will go down and they will pass, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them their book in the right hand. And some people, their scale will go up because of the kalima La ilaha illallah. That means they will go down. فَأَمَّا مَنْ خَفَّتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَأُمُّهُ هَاوِيَةٌ. So imagine now, people cross the bridge, they are kind of excited, they were thinking that they're going to go to the paradise, but no, you failed. Go back. Because that's the saddest time, the saddest moment of human being. And some people, they will say, okay, you passed, now you go through. And some people, they also not be able to drink the river of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Al-Kawthar. The angels are beating them and hitting them. If Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will say, these are my ummah, these are my nation, why are you beating them? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angel will say, you don't know what they have done after you. So, dear brothers and sisters, we have the Quran, we have the Islam. It is very important, even if we don't know in Arabic, we have to read through our language, also in English, so that we get the message from Allah Jalla Jalala. قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وأرض اللهم عن الأربعة الخلفاء الراشدين أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن بقية الصحابة والتابعين وعنا معهم بأفك وجودك ويا أكرم الأكرمين اللهم اهدنا إلى سبل السلام وإلى طريق مستقيم اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الشرك الأكبر والشرك الأصغر والشرك الخفي اللهم طهر قلوبنا وأعمالنا من النفاق والسمعة والرياء اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الفقر والجوع والعطش والبخل والجبن وغلبة الدين وقهر الرجال اللهم احسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة وأصلح لنا أعمالنا خواتمة ولا تضلنا بعدما هديتنا وانصرنا على من عادانا برحمتك يا لطيف الخبير اللهم احشرنا مع النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا ذلك فضل من الله وكفى بالله عليما قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون واذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروا على نعمه يزدكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون أحسن الصلاة. Inshallah, before we go to the salah, we have a few announcements about the masjid. That the prayer hall in the masjid is not a playground. So I think it is very important that when we bring the kids, they will be quiet, don't make noise, they don't disturb the people who are praying. So you are welcome to bring your children to the masjid as long as they keep quiet and under control. They went to play, and please take them to the rooms in the back or basement. So we have a designated place where the kids can go and play. Because some of the brothers, they misunderstood the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when Hassan and Hussein used to come to the masjid, and one time they went on his back and they were playing, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam prolonged the sujood. After he finished, and the Sahaba asked, you prolonged the sujood? because he said they were on my back and I didn't hurt them. And that never happened again. So you can tell that the people feel a little bit, disturbed, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never repeated. And he also said that, those who ulul nuha, the elderly, those who have mindset, will stand behind me. And you can tell that another thing, that the kids are not supposed to come to the masjid and play and make a noise and disturb, because we are communicating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any distraction will hurt the salah. And also on Sunday between 10 and 1:30 p.m. we have the school here, Sunday school, age of students 5 years and above. We have 30 registered students. We have 5 teachers and 4 males and females. I know some of the brothers and sisters, they have a girl or daughter at home, who are going to be mature, and they think maybe only male teacher are there. We have also a female teacher who will, inshallah ta'ala, will teach the daughter. We are looking for female volunteer teacher. We are also looking more females to teach in our Sunday school. Jazakumullahu ta'ala khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.